Hey guys, it's Jill. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Today's video is going to be a really fun video that I was really looking forward to. And this is a video all about things that are absolutely free if you are broke. For the rest of this video, that is the only time you're gonna hear me say broke, because your words have power and I do not want to keep saying we're broke or I'm broke. We're gonna say that it is not in our budget and we are really focusing on our finances, so other things are taking priority. And so we're really needing to be creative on what can we do to fill our time, to get out of the house, to have fun, to have a good time, maybe create new hobbies and habits or whatever the case may be. But these are a list of ideas of things that you can do around your town or city that are absolutely free. Keep in mind, with the exception of most of these places, you're probably gonna have to drive to or take public transportation. So that obviously is going to cost you money. But with that out of the way, none of these things are going to cost you any money at all. So before we get into this video, I would like to say that I do have a channel membership. It is right below if you want to join. It is right below this video by the subscribe button. There is a button and it says join, and it'll tell you the 3 different tiers. And then also it's also listed down below in the description box. So if you guys are interested in my channel membership, we can talk about lots of different things. In a monthly live stream, you can do that. You can get early access to my videos and it'll show you the different tiers. If you like this video, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up. Comment a butterfly down below in the comment section. And if you are new here, make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell so you're always notified of every single upload. I also, if you guys are interested in following me along on my weight loss journey, I have a weight loss channel and I don't know why I went like this. It's linked down below in the description box. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, like I could do another video where instead of everything being free, it can be stuff that's on the more inexpensive side, then I can do that as well. Just let me know in the comments down below next to your butterfly emoji. One more thing and then we're gonna get into this video. I also have been doing something called a bingo card every single month. This is my 3rd month and I have been loving it, and it really has gotten me every single thing that I did. One thing I did this month, I spent money on, but everything else that I have done for the past 3 months, I have not spent a single penny. And I have been getting out there, girl. I'm usually someone who sits at home and does a bunch of nothing, sit there and watch TV. And I said in 2023, I said no more. 2024 is the year that I get myself and put myself out there. So let's get into it. Number 1 on the list is go to the library. Okay, I hear you. You're not into books. That's fine. You can still go to the library with your laptop and watch movies or watch a movie or watch YouTube. You could go to the library, and if you have kids, they always have, like young kids, they always have story times. All libraries have story times. So you can go and do those things. Some libraries have things like yoga classes. There are so many activities that libraries are now doing for adults and for kids. The library is a really great place to go. And obviously it's a really great place to go if you love to read, because then you can go get a library book, go read. You can read in the library. You can read outside the library. Some libraries are set up outside so nicely where some of them have parks. You could do a picnic, you could read your book, or you could just sit out there in the sun and read your book. So do not discredit libraries, because they are adding more and more and more events. And some of them even have classes. Like, you want to learn Excel? Okay, go to the library, because some libraries will have chess clubs. They'll do classes for things that, like, with skills. So definitely check out your local library. You might be surprised at the things that they offer, and everything is absolutely free. And then also it gets you out there, out and about and around people and doing things that are of interest to you. Local bookstores, they will have things like, I checked a local bookstore here. They have like a crochet club. They have a silent reading book club. They also have something else. They have trivia nights or trivia days. They have so many events that are for free, and it gets you around people with like interests, or if you're wanting to learn a new skill. Like for me, I'm like, I've never thought about crocheting, but I hear people enjoy it and it's really calming. So like, hey, I want to give it a try. So I'm going to go to my local bookstore and give the crochet class a try, because I'm learning a new skill, but it's also putting me around people and it's getting me out there so I'm not as bored, because again, it's not in my budget to go out there and be spending money all the time. So look at your local bookstores. I don't know, my Books A Million that I'm closest to is not set up for laptops and reading and going in there and working and whatnot. But I know that some of them are. So my next one is churches. This I did not know. Find you a church. If you are into Bible studies, you will have no problem finding a church that offers tons of Bible studies. If you're going through a divorce, churches offer something called divorce care. If you are dealing with an addiction, and any kind of addiction, they have a lot of churches have a program called Celebrate Recovery, Overeaters Anonymous. Al-Anon. There are so many different programs for things that you may be dealing with. There are also churches that have things like festivals, and they also have small groups that are not related in any way to Bible studies. I have found a church where they have so many different things. So I wanted to put that out there because it was something I personally had never experienced before. Airports. This is something that I did not think about, but I live here in Charlotte and they have something called the Charlotte Overlook. And it's a place where you can go, and they're doing constructing and building a whole new area for it now. So they have a temporary area, and in the temporary area, you can't see what you can in the permanent area. But what they're building in the permanent area is playgrounds and benches and areas where you can have picnics, and you could do picnics and you can watch the sunset. You could do sunset picnics. You could go in the middle of the day and just watch the planes. I think that here in Charlotte, they're going to put it in a place where you can also see the skyline in the background. So if you're into photography, that would be a great place for you to go and take pictures, especially with the sun setting. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous. But then just also the planes taking off. Pretty much every town, especially if you live in a city, is going to have an airport, and maybe they don't have an overlook, but they should have a place somewhere where you can park your car and watch the planes going and leaving. And I think that would be really cool. I feel like everyone knows this, but I feel like I can't not say this. Coffee shops. I actually Googled, and some people are going to have the opinion you need to not take up space in Starbucks or any local coffee shop if you're not going to spend anything. Here's the thing. If you are on a very limited budget and you need to get out and you're trying to find things to do and you just want to be around people and all of the things, go to Starbucks or go to your local coffee shop and ask for a water. If you feel so inclined to give them 50 cents or $1, then do so if that's in your budget. That's a super inexpensive way to get out and be around people and just being out of your house. You don't have to go every single time and spend something, because that was my hang up, is like, oh, I can't go because I have to buy something. No, you absolutely do not. So some ideas that I just wrote down is like, watch YouTube. Bring your laptop and watch YouTube or Netflix, or bring your laptop and do some work. The other day, me and my kids went, my daughter drew. So if you're an artist, go there and draw. I was coloring. I had a blast. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. So you could do that. You could read a book. You can meet with a friend. You can color. You can draw. You can listen to music. You can journal. You can do, if you plan out your groceries and meal plan, you can go there and meal plan. There's so many things that you could do at a coffee shop, and you do not have to spend money, but it's also a great way to get you out of the house. Place number 6, parks. Love. There are so many parks here in Charlotte, but even when I lived in Augusta, there were so many different parks. So you don't have to go to the same park every time if you live in a bigger city. I mean, I'm not sure if you live in a really tiny itty bitty small town, you might just have a choice of 1 to 2 parks, but still take advantage of those, and you can have picnics. You can go there to read. You can go there and color, draw. if you're into photography, again, take your camera and photograph nature and whatnot. You can, if you have small kids, take them to the park. You can go on walks, because pretty much every park that I've ever been to has a great walking trail or a walking circle, and it's beautiful. And you can just, spending time in nature has been so therapeutic, and it's so healing, and I just thoroughly enjoy it. So this is pretty standard, but parks, they've been doing a really good job, I feel, of building parks and just making them. I mean, some parks you can even roller skate, rollerblade, skateboard, if you're into any of that, walking, running, exercising. Some parks even hold exercise classes that are completely free. You just have to get out there, and you just have to do a little bit of research in your specific area. You will be surprised at what you can find. Which leads me perfectly into the next one, which is meetups in your town. Now, a lot of meetups, yes, you're gonna have to pay, because a lot of meetups are dinners or clubbing or like going out, stuff like that. But there are also book clubs that you can join. I don't know, there's so many different meetups in towns that could be of interest of you. Look up meetup.com, go search for your town or the town over or whatever, and you will find tons of things. Maybe not tons of things that are your specific interests, but again, I encourage you to go out there and maybe try something that you'd be like, oh, like I kind of want to do this, but I'm not really sure. Go and do it anyways. Especially if y'all extroverts, y'all better be doing this, because it's probably not uncomfortable for you to go into a meetup. My hang up with meetups here in Charlotte is that there's like 70 people in these meetups. I did a meetup where it was completely free. It was downtown, or they call it uptown, but it was a historic walk, and we all just walked around. Now, I did have to pay to park, but other than that, they just took you around, and we just walked around, and whoever the guide was showed us, this is where this and this is where this. So, I mean, there should be meetups in your town where you do things that don't cost a thing. Or like in my case, I went to that meetup and I had to pay for parking, but that was only because it was downtown. Volunteering. This is something I have been doing, and not only is it good to give back to the community, but it's also good to look at, especially because, I'm thinking right now, like, things are not in my budget. The budget is not where I want it to be right now. And so you can kind of forget how blessed you truly are. So when you go to volunteer, especially at a place like a soup kitchen or where people are less fortunate than you, it's a really great time for you to be able to reflect and think about how truly blessed you are. It has been so good for me to volunteer. A, it gets me out of the house. B, it gets me around people. But C, it usually seems to fall in line with a time where I'm really stressed out about my finances. There's also, I found a meetup in my town here in Charlotte where there's a meetup that actually they get together to go volunteer. It's a really great thing, especially too if you're wanting to focus more on gratitude, go volunteer. Number 9, go watch the sunset. Go find a place, go Google. Here in Charlotte, there is a long list of places that you can go to that they map out for you to go and go watch the sunset. It's completely free, again, unless you're going somewhere like downtown, you might have to park. But for the most part, the times I went to go do it, I didn't have to park at all. Speaking of watching the sunset, if you do want to spend a little bit of money, go watch a sunset from a parking deck. Or if it's 4th of July or something like that, go to a parking deck and park and watch the fireworks, because that will be absolutely beautiful. I haven't done the parking deck thing yet because, again, it does cost money, but I did want to add that in case you do. Well, I don't know how much a parking deck would cost. Like, I have $5-10 to spare and I want to go do that. But go find places. There are so many areas, and especially if you have, like, if you're in a big city, I'm sure you have a blog somewhere where people have scouted out these things. If you're a photographer, it'd be a really great place for you to go to take some great pictures. Another thing, visit museums. Every Pretty much all museums will have a free museum day. Google and find your local museum and see what days they have free. So if that's something that's of interest to you. It's not of interest to me, I don't think, but I don't know. So I'm gonna go one day and just see and try it out. So this is something pretty basic. Go exercise. Go outside, go on a walk, go on a run, go rollerblading, go roller skating, go get on a skateboard. Go do squats, just get outside and go exercise. Exercise is so good for your mental health. And I know because I'm here and I've been here for a long time where my budget is kind of low and I'm really having to prioritize other things and I can't really spend a whole lot of money. I have relied heavily on exercise. If you live in an apartment complex, take full advantage of the fact that you have that amenity because you are paying for it, your gym in the apartment complex. Some community centers might offer free gyms, or if you have, again, a little bit of money, Planet Fitness, and you have a Planet Fitness near you, I don't know exactly how much it is a month for their basic general membership. I want to say like $10 a month, maybe even less than that, and you have access to a full-on gym. You have access to a pool, go swimming. That's another thing too. If you have access to a pool, go sit around the pool. You can do so many things with the pool. You can picnic at the pool, you can go swimming on the pool, you can float in the pool if the pool allows it. You can have a picnic, you can just lay there, read. I mean, so many things. I love the pool if you can't tell. I love the pool. You find me there all summer long. Here's another thing, go window shopping. Leave your watch, leave your phone if you're gonna be tempted to buy something, leave your wallet at home and go window shopping. I know Apple, our phones make it real easy for us to leave the wallet at home, and then we have Apple Pay and it's like, oh, well if you're tempted, leave all that stuff at home and just go and just window shop. Maybe it's an upscale mall and you just want to go window shop and you just want to go talk to people or you just want to be around people. You're getting an exercise. You're like, you can manifest and be like, oh, like one day I'm going to own that. See if they let you take pictures and go create a vision board and just use that as your inspiration. Just take pictures, be like, all right, boom, I want this. You could even go, speaking of, drive around neighborhoods and look at houses in which you want to be in and take pictures and put that up on a vision board and be like, okay, I wouldn't do it of someone's house, like actual house, but like go to like new neighborhoods and look at houses being built that are in something that you want to live in and be like, boom, there you go, take a picture. I'm gonna put this on my vision board. I'm gonna go print it out at Walgreens or CVS. Go out there and build yourself a vision board. That's another beautiful thing that you can do. And as a matter of fact, if you have friends, have a vision board party. And you don't even have to bring your own snacks if you want something, but no pressure. You know what I mean? This is for those rainy days, okay? Organize your house. Clean your house. It needs to be done. This is your sign. If it's a rainy day and you can't get outside and you're like, well, I'm bored, might as well go do this. No. Stay off of Amazon. Do not spend money. Do not. Go clean your house. And you do not need to go spend money to organize your house either. Don't get caught into, I'm guilty of it too. Like I love the aesthetic. I love it. I love the aesthetically pleasing looking organized, but you can organize without all the organizers. Trust me, I have done it plenty of times. And if you just absolutely feel the need, go to the dollar store and find some organizers. You can find some great ones there. Organizing is really great it can really help, especially if you're stressed or really stressed out over money and your finances and like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Go organize, go clean, go put on some music, go put on a podcast, go listen to a book. If that's your thing and you like to do that, yes, go organize your house or clean it. I wanted to mention this. I didn't even have this. I just thought about it, and because I said rainy days, movies at the library. There are some libraries that have a kind of like a movie theater and they will show completely free movies. They let you bring your own snacks. You do not have to pay a penny. And they're older movies, obviously, but it's a great way, especially if you have kids during the summer. They usually do this only during the summer. But if you have kids during the summer, you can go to find a library that offers free movies. And they have that. They also have theaters. I don't know because my kids are older now and they're not into that thing, but they used to be $1 on certain days, like throughout the summer. I don't know if they still do that. I'm sure it's not $1 if they do, but they also have movies throughout the summer that are super, super, super cheap. Now we're talking about libraries. I wanted to mention this because I totally forgot. If you have a Kindle, I will link one down below. If you love to read, I highly recommend that you get one. Save up for it. Whatever you have to do, I'll link it down below. Best thing. This right here and my Kindle, best damn things I've ever bought from Amazon. But you can go to your library, get a library card, and link up. Download the app called Libby. Go download this app. This isn't just for if you have a Kindle, because you can download the Kindle app on your phone. I just love my Kindle because you can literally take it everywhere. And if you're reading outside, you can still see it. And I just love my Kindle. If you're in bed, you don't have to have a lamp on. I love my Kindle. But connect the Libby app, get the Libby app, get a library card, and you can connect it. So you're able to now borrow for free books from the library. So that way you don't have to have a Kindle Unlimited subscription. And it's a great way for you to get access to free books. You can get audiobooks, digital books. And again, you don't have to have an actual Kindle. You can just download the Kindle app on your phone and you can read it that way. So I wanted to circle on back to the library because that's another free thing that you can do if you don't want to actually have a physical book. Because I don't love physical books anymore because of the points that I said. You can't take them outside and read them and see them as well. And then also at night if you're reading, you gotta have a lamp on. And I love my Kindle because it's my melatonin. Lay in bed with my Kindle and 2-3 pages in, I am knocked out. Sometimes I don't even get that far. Okay, so back to the free things that we can do to get us out of the house and to get us moving and around people. Go to the farmer's market. Again, this is going to require you to do some window shopping. I love just going and checking. Again, here in Charlotte, they have so many different ones because there's so many neighboring cities around Charlotte that you can go and find different. So if you are in a big city, take advantage of the fact that you're in a big city because you have access to so many more different things. Like when I was living in Augusta, there was only a couple of farmers market. Here in Charlotte, there's a ton. You can just literally just look and peruse, and you're outside in the sun, and it's just a great place to be. Festivals. Again, most cities do this. Spring is near. Spring festivals are gonna be a huge thing. I love a good festival, and most of them are free. These festivals are getting real good now too, where they have bouncy houses for the kids and like all these different activities. Some will have like petting zoos. Check out the festivals that are coming up in your local town. You may have to go a couple towns over if you're in a really small town. But again, if you're in a big city, take advantage. There are festivals literally everywhere, especially pretty much throughout the year. You can find some kind of festival going on. So that's a great way. Again, if you're tempted, leave your phone at home, pack you a lunch, pack you some snacks, pack you some waters or whatever it is you like to drink. Go to the festival, walk around, have you a good time. Here's something in Charlotte. I don't know if they have sunflower fields everywhere, but this is something that's on my bucket list I want to do, and that's going and visiting a sunflower field. So I wanted to mention that because I've been saying that ever since I moved to Charlotte and back in 2021. I have not done it yet, but it is on my bucket list. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do this. I might do this month actually. So check out my bingo card videos, which again are linked down below in the description box if you want to see if I go visit the sunflower fields in March. And that is everything. I know that this is a really long video, but I hope that I really wanted to be very thorough in this video, and I really wanted to give you guys ideas because this is not just something that I went and researched and pulled out of my butt to like, oh, like there are people out there that are struggling financially right now or prioritizing their budget in different ways and whatnot. So this is literally what I am doing. I pulled a list from what I'm doing personally myself. Some of these places I have been to, some of these places I haven't been to yet, but I'm going to go to. Some of these things I'm doing, some of these things I'm going to be doing. So I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you made it to the very end of the video, make sure you leave me 2 butterfly emojis down in the comment section. Like this video if you liked it and you want to see more. Let me know if you do want to see more because I have more ideas on things that cost a little bit of money. As I was going through, I noticed I was like, oh, if you want to spend a little bit of money, you could do this. Like there's so many things here in Charlotte. If you have more money to spend or a little bit of money to spend, There are so many things to do. So let me know if you guys want to see a video on things that you can do that are more on the inexpensive side. And do not forget about my channel membership that is listed down below in the description box. Anything that I talked about will be linked down below in the description box. Just go in the description box and just look. Just go down there and look, and you'll find everything. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell so you're always notified of every single upload. I love you guys. Have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.